Hello everybody and welcome to DRL TV. I am your host James Pandoff. Tonight we have the DRL iRacing Cup Series at Michigan for 100 laps around this 2-mile track. Joining me tonight in the booth is Gary Cronenway. How are you doing tonight, Gary?
Good, JP. How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty well. Getting ready for this Cup Series race. It's a new package for the 2019 season. This is the second time we are visiting Michigan, and if we remember how the first one went, tonight's going to be wild.
Oh, definitely is. These guys, the track they have to race around in this type of conditions, pack racing, it's going to be good and exciting racing. Possibly a couple door-to-door racing and fenders beating and banging, but all in all, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the restarts the most. That's where the most of the action is going to be. As we're currently watching qualifying, we have Taylor Benjamin in the 8 going to be completing his first lap of the night, coming off of turn 4. Now, Gary, what is the key to a fast qualifying lap around here? Is it like a super speedway where you want to do the first lap on the high side and then the second lap on the low line, or how would you approach qualifying?
I think it is kind of a little bit like restricted plate racing. You kind of want to run up a little bit high on your first lap, but on that second lap, you
As we're on board with Taylor Benjamin, as we see, he does indeed go to that low line, hugging the yellow line. As he gets a little loose there, that's going to affect his time. Coming off of turn 4, let's see what kind of lap time he gets. He went from a 39.6 to a 39.4, so he gained 0.2 of a second there.
Yeah, when turn 4 it killed him there when he got that car a little bit loose. Scrubbed off a little speed there to hurt him.
We see Bill Edwards is going to wait till the end of this one, so he'll be starting in the back. Same with Jeffrey Meyer in the 50. Let's see if who else is on track.
We got Mike Lemon go on the track.
Mike Lemon on the back straight. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left, he should have enough time to do both laps. As
yeah,
you
I
see,
think he should.
He's riding right up against that outside wall.
Yeah, in practice he was pretty good, so let's see what kind of lap he can play down.
1 minute and 20 seconds left. Eric Wolf is currently sitting on the pole. Let's see if Mike Lemon will be able to bump him. He's riding that third lane up all through 1 and 2. Heading down the backstretch now. He's carrying all that momentum he can into turn 3. Getting right up on the highest seam possible on the track.
Got a little loose there in the middle of 3 and 4, but I don't think that should hurt him much.
All the way to the apron, lap 1, he sets a 40.093, good enough for 15th.
And he's going to start his second lap, run right down on that first seam, try not to get that car a little too loose on him, coming out of turn 2. Hug that wall right down the back stretch, and he should set himself up for turn 3.
While all this is happening, Logan McNally in the 88 has taken the pole away from Eric Wolf with 20 seconds remaining.
Let's see if Mike has enough to knock Logan off the pole spot. He's coming out of turn 4 right now, coming to the checkered flag, see what kind of lap time he can pull up.
Getting it all the way down to the grass, cutting as much of the track as he can, and he does set a 39.337, good enough for 8th, and that will do it for qualifying.
That's a great field. Great, should be a great race.
Absolutely, as the field is going to be gritting here, let's see if we'll be able to pull our pole sitter in for an interview, if I can find him here in the Discord. I can't seem to find him. Oh, there he is, I found him. Let's pull him in real quick. Hey Logan, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, fastest here at Michigan. What do you think it's going to take to stay up front and possibly win this one?
Throttle control and all about keeping the wheel straight. This thing gets loose on the long run, so.
Well, these restarts are certainly going to be interesting. It's going to be almost like a pack-like mentality for the first few laps. Uh, how big is blocking going to be for the first 3 or 4 laps of any restart we have tonight?
Well, you're gonna want to be up front. You're gonna want to be blocking every lane, so it's just gonna be like Daytona or Talladega.
Gary, do you have anything for Logan?
Yeah, Logan. Hey, this is Gary up in the broadcast booth. I just wanted to get a couple input from you, a couple things from you actually. You prefer the high line or the low line on restarts? If we get
Bottom lane, you want to hook that yellow line through the corner, or 1 and 2.
right on, man. That yellow line could be a little treacherous though. Car get loose on you, snap
Yeah, it all depends on that track temp.
around.
Well, look,
Best luck to you. Nice lap.
real quick, Logan, as you're rolling off pit road now, looking at our last race at Michigan, you were the winner, so you're looking to sweep this year. You led a race high of 58 laps. Do you think you're going to be able to top that tonight?
I don't know. We'll see.
Alrighty, Logan. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully we can talk to you at the end of this one.
Thank you, sir. Hope we put on a good show for y'all.
Good luck, buddy.
And that was posted to Logan. As we take a look at the starting lineup, we have Logan starting on the pole, Eric Wolf starting beside him in second. Third place, we have Wade Houston, the number 32. Joseph Hulks on the outside of him and starting in fourth. Adam de Blasio will be starting in the fifth position. Mike Springer outside of him in sixth. Josh Mayu in the number 61 starting in seventh, and Mike Lemon starting eighth. Chris Lucky starting 9th. Spencer Tart will round out the top 10. 11th goes to John Theodore. Taylor Butcher Benjamin starts in the 12th spot. Richard Springer starting in 13th. Jim Westerfield 14th. 15th goes to John Mullins. And Anthony Burrows will be starting 16th. Look for him to make his way through the pack early. Dustin Musil 17th. Richard Lucky 18th. Kaden Honeycutt, another driver we should see get to the front rather quickly, and Chris James beside him. Jeffrey Meyer in 21st, Bill Edwards in 22nd, and Thomas Herman will be starting in the final position in 23rd. As the pace car ducks off, Logan's going to lead him to the green, and we are underway here at Michigan.
That top line got a little checked up on that start there. There's a low line, gets a good shove, gets a good jump going in the turn.
Absolutely. We saw Mike Springer had to get out of line there, but it seemed to work itself out as Adam de Blasio, like a rocket ship, all the way up to second place now.
Oh, he's right on the back bumper of Logan. And going down the back stretch. Gets pushed down low down the back stretch. Now he's on the inside going into turn number 3. Hopefully they can keep it straight going in.
As you see 3 wide action in the middle of the pack here. Adam de Blasio to the point. Blocking Wade Houston on the bottom. Logan might have a run to the outside as we see 3 wide there with Joseph Holt in the middle. Side by side.
You got 3 wide back here all the way back.
Yeah, we see that red car on the apron, and it looks like he might actually be dropping back. Might be a strategy on his part. You see that inside line forming. We got Eric Wolf pushing the 88 on the high side to the lead.
There are 2 by 2 first 3 rows, and then you got Eric Wolf on the wall coming out of turn.
Everyone keeps it straight though. He did a great job keeping it high. He's going straight to the pits. Let's see if we
that's
can.
A tough break for him.
Let's see if we can see what happened there for him.
Looks like he just got loose. On the outside there are 2 by.
We did see one go in the grass. Let's see if we can take another look there.
Up to stop from hitting the back end of the car.
Oh yeah, he just snapped loose. And John Theodore also got loose on the inside, but he was able to keep it straight.
Oh, that's a big tough break for Eric. He was going to have a good run this race. It sucks to see him.
Going back up to the front, Wade Hustad going to lead this lap by maybe a nose length, as the 88 does have that run, getting that nice push there by Adam de Blasio on the outside. Joseph Helt's going to look to his inside. And we mentioned Caden Honeycutt. Caden Honeycutt already up to the 5th position from starting in 19th, and it's only been 3 laps complete.
That's just amazing. That's just it. It don't matter where you start. There's just this package that they got here. Just the draft and the car stability is just amazing.
And Anthony Burrow started 16th right beside Caden, so both of these drivers knocking on the top 5.
In the first 4 laps now, and that's just the remarkable thing about these cars. And there's still 2 extra help coming in.
Oh, a little wiggle there behind him. Chris Lucky gets to the inside to avoid any contact.
And that's Josh Mayhew, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, Spencer Tart.
Yeah, Spencer Tart in that all black with gold outline. Hard to read his number, that's for sure. As we go on board with Spencer Tart here onto the back stretch. Going down this long straightaway, you see how effective this draft suck-up is, as he's almost to the back bumper of the 0-2 by the time they enter turn 3. Oh, Wade Hustad gets a little loose.
Like Wade got a little loose there.
Great save there by the 32 of Wade Hustad. He's going to lose a lot of positions though. He's already dropping 8th place.
Oh, it looked like he got a little
9th place is his final resting spot as he's able to gather it back in there. Little side draft there on the 61. Wade Hustad holding himself.
Now is the point where you're going to see a lot of comers and goers. Them guys that run their cars hard to get to the front or battling on that inside to keep that car pinched on the bottom so don't run into the guy on the outside.
These guys started single file out. Tire wear is going to become a factor as we're almost a 10th of the way complete here in Michigan.
As we're about to have a battle shaping up for the lead. Caden Honeycutt on the outside of Adam de Blasio. Got that draft coming from Anthony Brills. Anthony Brills going to look to the inside, going to turn.
Thought better of it, didn't have enough to take it 3 wide. He will take that 3rd spot away though as Caden Honeycutt follows in behind him.
Now they single file out. You got Adam de Blasio now running in second. Anthony Brills trying to hold off Caden Honeycutt going into turn number. You got Spencer Tart looking on the inside of Mr. Helt going in number 1 and 2. Coming out of 2, Spencer will remain in that position.
As you see Chris Lucky right behind him, Wade Hustad. Wade Hustad gathered himself back up to the 8th spot. Wade Hustad looking to the inside of Chris Lucky. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough though.
Now without any help from behind him, it's that draft plays a major role. You can get up next to somebody and get a little side draft and actually pull them back, but you'd also need some help from behind to help you push you past.
You see just how close. Oh, Wade Hustad might have made a little contact there. You saw him right up against the back bumper of that 77. Chris Lucky going to file in behind him.
Yeah, it looked like he may have rattled his cage a little bit, but Chris probably thought the best of it and just let him go and just follow right behind him. Try to probably save gas, because this will probably come down to a gas mileage race with 100 laps in this event. As there's going to be a battle shaping up for the lead with Adam de Blasio and Logan McAnally. He was right down his rear bumper going into turn number 1. Got that nice draft.
I'm bored with Adam as they head into turn 3. You hear him playing with the throttle. He's not quite fully off of it. You do hear him get a little loose. But these guys are pushing this car to the limit. And any slight mistake and these guys could go around. We already saw a couple of them get loose. Going to turn 1, Adams thought about it. He let off though. He's going to just follow Logan around this track.
No, he had to get off the throttle there. He got a little loose on him. And these guys, they're, you know, known professionals that still make little mistakes here and there, but these cars are a handful to race.
Logan with the wiggle there, he actually scrapes the wall. This is going to open the door for the 25 as he looks to his inside. He, I believe, led that lap. That was very close. As he takes the lead from Logan, Caden Honeycutt now follows in third. He's going to look to make a move.
Yeah, I think that little bump on the wall probably hurt him just a little bit. I don't think it did a lot of cosmetic damage, so it shouldn't hurt him too bad. But unfortunately, that he touched the wall a little bit, so I think he should be all right though.
Yeah, looking at the chase view, I don't see much damage on the right side of that 88, so he should be good to go. Just going to want to hope he doesn't do it again.
Exactly. You got Anthony Burrows coming up on Caden Honeycutt. Give him a little shove down the front straightaway. See if they get dumped underneath. Who's that? Logan in between 1 and 2. But Logan's going for the lead, going to turn 1 and 2.
Logan not content for second. He wants to lead back.
Yeah, these guys are so on the edge right now. It's so loose that you go in these turns and side by side with somebody, just makes that 10 times worse when you have all that air pushing off. You got Spencer Tart making a move on Joseph Helt going into turn 3 with Wade Hugestad right behind him.
Little wiggle there. Back up front, Logan's going to shut the door, but Adam with the crossover. Anthony Burris way loose. He gets way to the apron, excuse me, again.
Oh, you're fine. There's a lot of action going on in this race, guys, and it's pretty exciting. Here comes Spencer Tart on the inside of King Honeycutt, trying to make that pass for fourth. Got a little loose down low.
Yeah, Spencer Tart slowly but surely making his way to the front. As Caden gives him a little bump, I don't think he liked that.
No, that kind of upset the car and opened the door for Wick.
A lot of blocking go on as we see the 25 and the 88 almost make contact, but I think Logan's going to have it. I think the Blazer will go for the crossover once again. But Anthony Burroughs is actually there to deny that opportunity as Anthony Burroughs looks to his inside.
And it's a good battle shaping up for the lead. You got Wade Hugestad that come out of turn number 2, trying to pass Caden Honeycutt. He just got so loose trying to push that car to the limits and they almost caught him.
As we see Anthony Burroughs all the way down to the apron. Caden Honeycutt following him. Spencer Tart on the high side. He's going to look to the outside of Caden Honeycutt. That'll be for the 4th position.
These guys are just so close together, nose to tail, door to door. This racing end is just amazing how these guys can keep their car under control with the amount of laps they're.
Yeah, these are the best drivers Dynasty Racing League has to offer, and they're putting on quite a show as we're about to hit the 20th lap mark, completing lap 17 here. De Blasio with a little sparks flying.
Yeah, it looked like De Blasio or Anthony Burroughs that maybe took.
Caden Honeycutt looking to the inside for 3rd. Looks like he'll be able to do it.
That's a good move. That 62 got some momentum killed after that 25 got into the wall, and Caden Honeycutt was there to just pop.
I see the 32 and Wade Hugestad. He keeps struggling, getting loose. He's maintaining a 6th position, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hang on to this thing much longer.
Yeah, it's just, I'm riding on board with him. He's just sideways, left and right, left and right, left and right. I think his right sides are pretty much burnt up, and his right rear is pushing that car way over the edge. But he'll figure that out as soon as he does his up.
Going to 10th place, we have Mike Lemon making a pass on Tristan Lucky.
Yeah, Mike Lemon, he's one of the conservative drivers. I know that he starts in the back sometimes, but he has a speed and he just gets him.
And then going back a little farther, we have Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Richard Springer battling for 12th. But then even back a little farther, Justin Mayu, who we saw was up in the top 5, is currently 15th.
Yeah, and you got John Theodore right there running in 17th. He had that little mishap after Eric Wolf got into the wall coming out of turn 4, and he has dropped way back. Up front, we're having a battle shaping up for the lead as Logan has held on to that number 1 position, as Adam de Blasio is going to look into the inside, going and turn better. Got really loose coming out of turn number 4.
He did indeed, and that opens up for Anthony Burrows looking to his inside. Caden Honeycutt looks like he might stick with Adam down the front straightaway.
Yeah, with Anthony being on that lower line, it's going to be hard to keep that car straight, as it's going to be turning left and right, trying to keep it off that 25. But he's got that side going down the back stretch.
Did a great job keeping it off the 25, but he's going to lose the momentum. Adam's going to be able to clear him into 3.
Like you said earlier, I race with these guys, and they're one of the best in DRL, and I tell you what, side by side, door to door, fender to fender, these guys can hold their cars straight and still make this race an interesting.
It's basically a 8-car breakaway, and then we go back to Chris Lucky in that 9th position. Logan actually has a little bit of a gap now, about a quarter of a second. I know that doesn't mean much because of this draft package. These guys can suck right up to the back bumper of the car in front of them pretty easily. But it is showing a little sign of tire wear.
Yeah, I think these guys finally figured it out with only 23 laps in, that it's just settle in, let laps click off, and just wait till the end. Because if they don't get any cautions, we're going to be coming under green flag pit stops here.
Yeah, I'm thinking within 15 laps, these guys will start to pit.
Yeah, it's almost if you want a short pit here to try to get off sequence with any leaders that, you know, try to make up ground, because tire wear is an issue, and it is, new tires can gain a lot in just a lap or 2 laps. As Anthony Rose is looking to the inside.
Adams just has too much momentum on that high side. He's going to clear him easily onto the backstretch. As we see, Wade Hustad has moved himself back into the top 5. Spencer Tarkitt's really loose there.
Oh, looked like Joseph Helt got really loose coming out of 2. He actually had to check up and almost duck down to the bottom of the apron to stop from getting into, I believe that was
Mike Springer in the 12. It was indeed.
That was real good car control by Joseph Helt.
Going back up front, looks like de Blasio is going to lose another spot as Caden Honeycutt gets around him. Taking 3rd away.
Yeah, that puts him back to 4th. I've been watching him the last couple laps. He is really on the edge of that car. Probably racing probably too hard than more than he wants to keep his position. But as you see him, he's on the back bumper of Caden. As you see Anthony touch the wall going into turn number 3.
Yeah, looking at last lap time, Adam de Blasio was the slowest of the top 5 by almost 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, it just shows that when you push these cars to the limit, you'll burn them tires right up and you'll lose actually this lead pack.
But he used to getting very close to his back bumper, not quite enough to make an effort. Going on to the backstretch, little wiggle there from the 32.
Top 8 has stayed the same, along with Chris Lucky in 9th, Mike Lemon in 10th. Richard Lucky back here in 11th, just buying his time after starting 18th. And you got Taylor Butcher Benjamin battle.
Yeah, nice battle there with John Theodore for the 12th position.
Looks like Taylor Butcher Benjamin will hold that Theodore. You got Richard Springer's outside of Bill Edwards going into turn number 1.
Richard Springer sporting a Haas paint scheme this week.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car he has running too. He's going to look
As
to
we
the
have
outside of
pitters,
Bill
Jeffrey
Edwards.
Meyer to pits. Not quite sure if that is scheduled or not. 27 does seem a bit early. Actually, it looks like he smacked that outside wall.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a lot of right side damage on his car.
Let's see if we can get a closer look of that damage. Oh, and left side. You can see the left side tire sticking out. It looks like he did a number. Let's see if we can see what happened to it.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Oh, yeah. Bill Edwards involved.
Oh, he just bounced right off the wall and came down and caught Bill. Nice save, nice way to hang on to it, but that probably hurt Bill's car in the long run.
Yeah, able to keep it straight through the grass. That's very unfortunate. As we see him sitting in the pits. As you see the lead pack starting to separate quite a bit. The top 3 are about 6/10 in between one another.
Yeah, they're starting to just buy their time and not race each other because their cars are already loose enough. They want to cause no problems. They just want to get through this race. And
Beginning lap 30. Pit stop should be happening within 10 laps. Looking at the lap times, these guys are about 2 seconds, I have to say a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds off of what they were running for the quickest lap time. So tire wear is a factor. It'll be interesting to see if anyone pits early to try to get that advantage.
yeah, it looked like tire fall off, excuse me, is about a half a second from one lap, and that's a lot. That's tremendous here.
Thomas Herman was on pit road, but my scoring only says 2.45 seconds in the pits. I'm not sure if that's accurate or if there was a glitch, but Thomas Herman's back onto the racing surface.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a glitch. It shows he is 29 laps down. He's going to jump right in front of Joseph Hell going down the backstretch. That's a bad break, too. Probably a connection issue. Apologize for anybody watching. If my mic cuts in and out, I do apologize ahead of Ant.
That's quite alright, as we see the 8 and 27 are both in pit road, so I believe green flag stops are beginning officially.
Yeah, I would say probably next lap or so. I think the 8 and 27.
The 8 had to back up a little bit. That's going to cost him on time.
Yeah, that would hurt him probably about a second or.
Looking at the pit entrance, nobody's taking this time by. As you see the 8 and 27 both coming off pit road. 27 is in front of the 8.
They'll blend in right in front of looks like Richard Springer and Jim Westerfield right with them.
4 guys pitting: Anthony Burris, Caden Honeycutt, Wade Hustad, and the 28 of Spencer Tar, all coming to pit road.
And Logan is still out there, and it's only a lap, so if he comes in this lap, he'll be fine. And if not, he's going to be losing valuable time staying on that racetrack while these other guys come get fresh tires.
As you see Logan working around the lap car of John Mullins, we'll see if he's going to pit this time by or not.
So Mike Lemon as well is still on the racetrack.
Logan stays out, so that'll be 1 more lap on his tires.
Here comes Adam de Blasio and Mike Springer coming out.
These guys are going to have to watch the tacks. Don't want any speeding penalties, especially on the green.
Yeah, and that's what's difficult about Michigan. You have so much momentum and speed coming out of turn forward, get down the pit road speed, which I believe is 55.
Got a nice shot of the pit exit. See all these drivers coming down for their pit stops. Logan is now on
pits. If
pits.
that hurt him at all. As Chris Lucky will regain that lead.
As you see, Wade Hustad is going to file in behind Adam Blasio as Adam merges onto the track. Wade actually might pass him. He decided to stay behind him. Wade Hustad did not pass Adam for position.
Yeah, maybe working together to catch up a little bit of ground instead of running side by side and wasting a lot of speed. With them fresh tires, just run nose to tail, gain as much ground as you can on that leader.
As you see, Caden and Anthony passing Logan as Logan's merging onto the track. So we see just how much time Logan lost staying on the track for those couple extra laps.
Yeah, that's going to put him way behind. It was kind of a lucky draw for him just to stay on the track, but Chris Lucky is still out there as well, and he has soon.
See lap cars of Richard Springer and Tom Summer right behind the 88. So Chris Lucky is still currently the leader. He has yet to pit, as well as Bill Edwards. He has not pitted either.
Yeah, maybe they're hoping for a caution, but that right side damage on Bill Edwards is probably hurting him more than anything. Along with them tires being worn out, you got Caden Honeycutt behind him. On fresh tires, that's probably 2 seconds.
As these
He's
guys
got a battle shaping up in Adam turn 2. Wade Hustad right on his rear bumper going into turn number 3. See if he's going to go high or low on it. Pull away coming out of turn 4. Wade is going to get that momentum on the high side in that draft coming up on Mr. Dunstan Musil.
That's definitely going to help them out in their pursuit to catch what will be the leaders, Caden Honeycutt and Anthony Burrows. Still waiting on Chris Lucky and Bill Edwards to pit.
Yeah, with Logan staying out them extra 2 laps, that actually is going to, when it all cycles through, is actually going to push him back to 6th position, which is going to hurt him tremendously. As he moves to the inside of Spencer Tart for the 5th position, as it will be when the pit stop cycles.
As you saw, Wade Hustad got stuck behind the 22. That created a little bit of a gap there between him and the 25.
Yeah, as that battle still stays the same, as you look ahead of you, you got Caden Honeycutt and Anthony Burrows side by side going on turn number 3. That's actually going to help Adam catch up to him when they're side by side scrubbing off that much.
It will indeed, and that's going to
now bring Wade Hustad.
It'll be a 4-man race to the lead once these green flag pit stop cycle through, excuse me.
Oh, you're good, JP. Just trying to get this thing dialed in. As Chris Lucky's still on the track, it doesn't look like he's pitting this time by. No, he will stay on the track to complete lap number 40. As you can tell the difference, I think Bill Edwards is coming to pit this time as Anthony Rose is just exiting turn number.
He is
Chris
indeed.
Lucky on the back stretch.
Adam's able to keep up with the 37 now, making a 3-man race. Wade Hustad and Logan both right behind them, so this will be a 5-man race once again for the lead.
Chris Lucky is on pit road as of right now. Chris Lucky just entered pit. He's got the second, third, and fourth place drivers entering turn number 3 and 4. You got Adam on the inside of Caden Honeycutt. As Caden gets a little bit loose, Adam will complete that position coming out of turn 4. And it actually looked like Caden got into the wall coming off of turn 4 as well.
Yeah, Caden got very loose there. Did a great job holding on to it and avoiding as much wall damage as he probably would have received, as we saw Bill Edwards coming back onto the track there.
Loose there. That's Wade Hustad going to the inside along with Logan Mackin. Oh, and he got into the wall again, Caden.
Caden have a little bit of struggles right there. That lap curve doesn't usually playing an effect of this battle. Logan might be able to take a 2 for 1 as he's going to look to pass Wade Hustad.
And he makes that pass work. Almost look like ease. And that's one thing these leaders have to contend with is this lap traffic on green flag pit stops is a couple different guys going off sequence with what the leaders are doing, try to get the best finish they can. If not, try to get up there and contend with the leaders. And look like Dustin Musil is going to try to race for his lap back, as he is posted right now as the first car off the lead.
So as we stated, Logan waited on his pit stop. He has 2 lap fresher tires than everybody. He might have lost a lot of ground, but he's already back up battling for the lead. So 2 lap fresher tires and he's back in the lead. I think waiting on his pit stop didn't hurt him as much as we might have thought.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem like it hurt him at all. There's a battle up in front of him between Anthony Burrows and Adam de Blasio. Is Logan actually, that's probably going to help with the 2 lap fresher tires as he's going to run up on these leaders, as there's a battle still between Wade Hustad and Caden Honeycutt. And Logan McNally is going to look to the inside going into turn number 3 as he's right on the bumper, Anthony Burrows.
Going to have to time his move perfectly. Right on the back bumper. Wade Hustad all the way to the apron.
That was a big time loose right in front of Caden. That was a good save by Wade.
As we're on board with Logan heading onto the back stretch. Anthony Burrows closes the door, but Logan looks to the inside.
Apologize about that, JP. Yeah, they're doing battle up there in the second position as they're both side by side going to turn number 3 as Adam de Blasio has had that lead.
Adam going down to block the 88, keep his lead as well as he can. As you see the 22 of Dustin Musil still hanging on, he's not giving up that easily.
No, and I like that about the guys that are lap down and off sequence with these leaders. He's going to try to race to get his lap back and hopefully have a caution so he can get his lap back. As Logan in the number 88 is on a roll coming through the front, as he's going to try to look to the inside of Adam, but thought better of it. Here he goes to the inside going into turn number 3.
Will Anthony Burrows follow? Looks like he's going to try, but I don't think he's going to have any momentum to get to the inside of Adam.
Adam gets the lead.
Good recovery there by Adam. He's going to be able to hold that second position. So Logan back to the front, 47 laps complete. About to hit the halfway point.
That's a great drive by Logan McNally. Oh, Caden Honeycutt into the wall again, a little off the coming off turn 2, excuse me. Just brushed it. I don't think he got too much of it.
Looking for damage. I don't see a whole lot going on for damage wise, so I think he's going to be alright.
Oh, David Musil. Dustin Musil loose right in front of Caden Honeycutt. I apologize about that. I bet that took the breath away from Caden Honeycutt because it looked like he was going to overcorrect it, but good car control for that number.
Looking back in the pack, we have a battle going on for the 8th position between Richard Lucky and Joseph Helt.
Yeah, you got Chris Lucky. Oh, apologize. Chris Lucky behind them that came 6 laps after the leaders did, and he's on 7-lap pressure tires on Richard and Joseph. See if you can run them down, but Chris Lucky got hurt on that, staying out for.
Yeah, we'll see what happens by the time the next pit stop cycle occurs. If it happens, a caution will definitely play a huge factor as we're on our halfway point lap. Going back to our leaders, Logan, Adam, Anthony, they are the top 3.
Nose to tail, it's been a good battle about them 3 all this race, as Adam is running right up on the back of Logan, as Anthony Burrows is going to try to follow him.
And then going back to 4th place, we have Caden Honeycutt. Wade Hustad rounds out our top 5.
Caden Honeycutt was able to pull away from Wade Hustad, regardless of the damage he had on his right side. And you got Spencer Tart behind Wade Hustad running in 6th. You got Mike Springer running in 7th. Richard Lucky running in 8th. Joseph Helt running in 9th. Chris Lucky and round up your.
As Chris Lucky makes that pass to take that 9th spot away, it looks like he's going to take 8th away from his brother as well, as he just drives by him almost like they're standing still. That's those fresh tires for you.
Yeah, fresh tires are a key here at Michigan, and that's what he's showing right there. And obviously, pitting 6 laps later didn't hurt him as bad as I thought it would, but he still has a lot of.
Yeah, he's 16 seconds, almost 17 seconds behind the leader. That's a lot of time that he would have to make up.
Yeah, exactly there, JP. As you look behind 10.
As the leaders are catching up to the 61 of Josh May, going to be putting him a lap down. If they do that, that'll put an end to the battle that Dustin Musil had going for him, and he will no longer be the lucky dog.
Yeah, and that lucky dog position is going to battle up between them. Dustin Musil and Bill Edwards is there battling right between the number 32 machine of Wade.
Josh May, you're doing a great job letting the leaders by with no issues.
Yeah, that's very respectful. That shows that he has a lot of respect for these drivers, and they will show that respect right back to him, as that puts Josh Mayu on the ball. As the 2 leaders are pulling away from Anthony Burrows, you got Logan McAnally in the number 88 and Adam DeBlasio in number 25. Nose to tail, swapping positions back and forth, and really having a good race for the both. Going back to our 11th, 12th, and 13th places. You got Mike Lemmer, number 38, battling Taylor Butcher Benjamin, for the number 11th position. And right in front of them, the number 64, John Mullins, will come into a factor as being 11.
Adam Blasio, this is his first season with Dynasty Racing League. He's looking for his first win ever. He's currently second as we're 45 laps to go here at Michigan. Logan is looking to pick up another win this season. He has 3 already, looking to make it 4.
Such a dominant performance for Logan this year. With them 3 wins he is solidly into the playoffs this year, as well as a couple bad breaks this year, but without the bad breaks, he would surely have probably a couple more wins, if not. Racing with these guys, it's, you know, you really got to bring your A game, and Adam de Blasio doing a great job for coming on this year. And I know with me racing with these guys, you really got to step up your A game to run with them. You know, these are one of the, like you said earlier, the top-notch dogs on DRL, and it's such a pleasure to race with these guys. As they're going to come up on the lap cars of James Westerfield and Jim Westerfield, excuse me.
As you mentioned, the playoffs just a moment ago for Logan. Let's take a quick look at our point standings. This is race number 23. Prior to the start of this one, looking at our standings, Wade Hughes 6 wins on the season, Thomas Harmon 3, Chris Lucky with 3. Looking at Logan, as we just mentioned, he has 3, and Anthony Burris has 4 wins. You see there, Caden Honeycutt does have 2 wins, but he won't have enough points to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, he did not meet the 80% requirement for a win-in-you're-in scenario. That is why he is outside of the top 16. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the first driver without a win, he's very much in the playoffs. He's almost 500 points above the cut line. That's how well of a season Taylor has had. He's hoping to get that first win. If not before the playoffs, definitely in the playoffs. Joseph Helt there in 5th, Richard Lucky, Jim Westerfield, Mike Springer, Spencer John Theodore round out the top 10.
Yeah, that's a pretty stout field. You see all the winners this year, and that's guys that are running up front week in and week out. But they're there to run, but they're beatable. So everyone has to just keep digging, and you got a battle shaping up for the lead between Adam and Logan.
All over the back bumper is Adam Blasio. He's pushing Logan in turn 1. Yeah, we have 7 different winners so far in the Cup Series this season. Very much talented field. I'm looking forward to see what these playoffs have to offer, especially as we get to Homestead, who will be the final 4 drivers racing for the championship.
Yeah, that's one thing they got to look forward to, is getting to Homestead. It's one thing if you're in, there's another thing to get to Homestead, because once you play, so does the racing. The intensity, the strive, and the drive is just, it's going to be crazy. As when you're there's a battle shaping up for the lead between Adam and Logan, that the lap cars of Jim Westerfield and Chris James actually played a factor into helping Logan actually stretch a little bit, but Adam has reeled him back in.
He did indeed, and right behind them, Anthony Burris going to try to make it a 3-man race. He's a few tenths behind him as Taylor Butcher Benjamin's in the pits.
Yeah, I believe that is a scheduled pit stop. He is off sequence with these leaders. He pitted last. I believe that was on lap 37 with John Theodore. Excuse. It's actually surprising, but not surprising, that we haven't had a caution with as loose as these cars. But that just shows the the greatness and the skill level of these drivers. Oh, is Caden Honeycutt really loose coming out of turn number 4? Excuse me, going in turn number. These drivers right on edge. As the number 88, Logan McAnally, has actually pulled away from Adam de Blasio, and Anthony Burrows is kind of reeling Adam de Blasio back. As the leaders will come around, completing lap number 63. I'm kind of curious to see when these leaders will start pitting as they're coming up to the fuel window. As you go further back in the pack, you got Joseph Helt battling Richard Lucky for the 9th position.
As this race is winding down, we are still caution free. 3-man race. Gonna have to go a few seconds back to catch up to Caden Honeycutt, who's sitting in 4th. And then 5th we have Wade Hustad, who's in lap traffic. We have Josh Mayhew right in front of him, and Spencer Tart right behind them, 2 of them. Mike Springer, Richard Springer in the pits.
Yeah, sorry about cutting you off there, JP, but I see Bill get loose right behind Chris Lucky, which was a little bit too close to call. You got a battle shaping up for the 5th position between Wade Hustad and Spencer Tart. Spencer Tart looks like he's got a good long run car. Got a couple cars on pit road. Richard Springer has actually brought his machine down to get it serviced.
Yeah, Richard Springer in pit road for 54 seconds, a bit of extended stay.
Here comes Adam de Blasio cutting off turn 4, coming down the pit road. Ed.
He is indeed, as he slows it up in time. He's going to have to be in and out with no mistakes. This should be the last pit stop of the night.
Let me tell you, the viewers that are watching, these cars, like I said earlier, running 180, 190 miles an hour, coming down the pit road, doing pit road speed, getting inside your pit box and leaving is very difficult. Let's see if any leaders decide to take that chance and come down pit. As Mike Lemon has come down pit road, along with John Theodore. Wade Hustad is following, along with Spencer Tart coming down pit road.
Burrows making a pass, but not quite. De Blasio going to fight back. He is on the fresher tires as Burrows gets loose.
Oh,
he's heading
really
to pit road. That might have been a
nice
last second decision to pit.
Yeah, I think Adam scared him there because he didn't think he was going to run up on him that fast. But that was a good save. Nice way to come pit road. Hopefully he didn't go over speed. As the way that I'm seeing it, as soon as these green flag pit stops cycle through without a caution, Adam would be the first car. And here
Logan's
comes
coming to pits.
Logan.
Right in front of him is Thomas Harmon, who's not a factor. He's multiple laps down. That should give the lead to Caden Honeycutt as he crosses the line, leading a lap.
Yeah, that's one of the drivers that did not pit, along with Jim Westerfield right behind him, which Westerfield is the first car 1 lap down. Oh, caution on the speedway.
Not quite sure who that's for.
I'm trying to search for it right now. Maybe pit road.
Possibly Richard Springer. I see his nose is beat up.
Oh yeah, Richard Springer in turn 3 and 4. Along with it looked like Dustin Musil. Oh, Dustin Musil got loose, came up the track, and Richard Springer had nowhere to go. Ran on the left side of Dustin Musil.
Wow,
That's a tough break for Richard Springer.
Very heavy impact there for Richard Springer.
Nice avoidance by Adam and the guys behind him as well. That was a bad spot to sit in, especially in turn 4 with these guys with fresher tires, and that actually helped out Caden Honeycutt as he was about to complete his green flag pit stop.
Yeah, you see Dustin Musil just got loose in the entrance. He went to the apron, tried to save it, and he just ended up losing it. Richard Springer nowhere to go. Let's see if we can go on board with the 21 real quick. We're gonna ride on board with him. This is Richard Springer heading onto the back stretch. So you see down there the 22, he's gonna end up getting loose here. You see him go all the way down to the apron, you see him on your screen. As he comes back up, Richard Springer's still on the gas and just nowhere to go. He plows into the 22.
Oh, nowhere to go. That's a hard hit for Richard Springer. It almost looked like he came off pit road and just, it car hooked left.
So that's going to shake up the field in a big way. Pit cycles were still happening. That's going to trap a few people a lap down.
Looks like it's going to trap Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Mike Lemon, John Theodore, Dustin Musil, which was involved in the wreck, John Mullins, Chris James, and Josh May. But that does benefit Caden Honeycutt as he will come down and get them fresh tires and go back on the racetrack, potentially in that #1 position.
Let's see if we can get a word with Richard Springer. Hey, Richard Springer, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Richard, that was a very tough break. It looked like you had absolutely nowhere to go. Walk us through what you saw.
Well, I said if I go to the outside, I'm going to hit the wall, because you can't turn these cars; they get really loose. So, I mean, I could probably turn it up into the wall, but I couldn't have turned around him, I don't think. So I was hoping he would keep sliding around, but he just kind of stopped it in the track. So that was.
Yeah, very heavy impact. Your whole hood and front end's torn off. I'm assuming your engine is done, and you're probably done for the night.
Yeah, it shows 7 minutes required and 8 minutes of optional. So yeah.
Well, Richard, this is Gary up at the broadcast booth. That was a hard hit, buddy. You're going to need some ice tomorrow.
You know what? I'm going to put something on ice right now. What do you think of that?
Hey, that's good. I hear you. Hey, good run tonight, man. That was a tough break.
Yeah, I was just out there trying to figure out how to drive that. The trucks are even worse. I mean, they are so loose. I was trying to get a little bit of idea what it'll be like on the long run. But the trucks are even worse adhesive, if you can believe it.
And for those
Oh, I
that
believe
don't
it, yeah.
know, Richard does run for points in the truck series, so he will be back here at Michigan on Wednesday night at 9:30. Be sure to tune in for that one. Richard, thank you for taking time to talk to us, and unfortunate what happened tonight. Hopefully it won't be the same on Wednesday when you compete for the win in the truck
I
series.
sure hope you're right, James. I sure hope so. All right, man. Thanks for talking to me. Have a good broadcast.
Alrighty, we'll see you later.
Good luck this Wednesday, bud.
And that was Richard Springer. As we see, he's going to be sitting on pitch for quite a while. Let's go back up to the front.
Look like Logan McAnally is actually going to regain the lead after that cycle of pit stops. If he has not came down yet, then he will be cycled back, I believe, in the 9th position.
Yeah, I think he was able to get by the leader right before that caution came out. We see a bunch of people going to be getting wave rounds. Looks like 8 drivers will be getting the wave around, led by Mike Springer, who's right behind the pace car. We see Wade Hustad's one of those who were caught a lap down.
Yeah, which is totally unfortunate for the guys that just made the green flag pit stop, which will actually put Caden Honeycutt 2 or 3 laps fresher tires than the guys that were caught a lap down.
As you see all of them going by the pace car, we're 1 to green. It's going to be a 25 lap shootout to the end. Richard Lucky all the way up to second. Chris Lucky behind him third. So the Lucky brothers making something happen late in this one.
They're like the Kevin Harvick at DRL. They're always a closer. They're there when it counts. That's surely going to shake up this field. I'm really going to be watching Wade Hustad coming from the back of the pack to the front. As well as the fresher tires of Caden Honeycutt. As we're about to go back racing with 25 laps to go.
As Logan takes up to the green, big checkup on the outside. Looks like
the high side has not been having a good restart.
yeah, looks
They're
like
going to take it 3 wide going into turn number 2 is Mr. Health on the bottom and De Blasio outside and Lucky right on the outside.
yeah, Richard Lucky might spun his tires and missed the shifts. He's dropping back to 6 now. 3 wide for third and fourth.
Big checkup with Wade Hustad. They're 4 wide going into turn number 3 and 4.
Caden Honeycutt.
Oh, and there's a wreck coming out of turn.
Big wreck behind him.
Collects Bill Spencer Tart, Jim Westerfield.
Let's see if we can see that again. Yeah, Spencer Tart running up top 5 all day. He got collected in it.
It looked like who's that? The number 12, Mike Springer, just moved up, got the left rear of Jim Westerfield, just sent him right into Bill Edwards, and bad spot for Spencer Tart to.
Yeah, it looked like Mike Springer was chasing it up the track and ended up getting into the number 4. Let's see if we can go on board one more time.
What a nice wreck avoidance by Mike Lemon there.
Yeah, him and Taylor Butch Benjamin both doing a great job.
Yeah, just bad break for Thomas Harmon. Nowhere to go. Just ran right in the back of Spencer Tart as Bill Edwards came up and collected.
As we have some takers on pits.
kind of interesting to see the top 4 stay out on the track. As they got older tires than the top 6 or 7 behind. Let's see if we can pull Logan.
Hey Logan, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Well,
What's sound doing tonight?
about 20 laps to go when we go back racing. You're currently sitting second. Led a lot of laps tonight. How's the car feel?
It's slippy and slidey.
Slip inside is all right, but you got a fast car out there today. I noticed that last green flag pit stop that you did, you kind of got caught, but luckily enough you were around the leader when the caution came out, which kind of benefited.
Yeah, being on pit
you.
road when the caution came out really helped me.
But
Getting a little issue with the mic there on Gary Cronenweth's part. Gary, you still got us?
yeah, you got me.
Yes, we do now.
Yeah, sorry about that. But I was saying that pit stop, you got caught almost a lap down. With your tires now, you think you're gonna have something for these guys with the fresher tires behind you?
Well, I didn't run any tires on, or I didn't run any laps on my tires because the caution came out as soon as I came out the pit. So we're pretty much even. It's just gonna be whoever can drive the best up here.
I hear you, 10-4. Well, you're the stout of the field, buddy, and you top 3 guys have been the class of the field today. So hopefully you guys could duke it out and have a good race.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, a man of few words, that's for sure, but I'm sure he's more focused on racing than he is having a mid-race interview. We're going to see what happens here. We're going to have less than 20 laps to go on this restart. Anthony Burrows is currently leading this one. Anthony Burrows started all the way back in 16th position. He's done a great job staying up front all night long. We see John Mullins heading down in pit road, and then we have Chris Lucky, a man we never mentioned much of tonight. He's currently in 4th. See if he'll be able to get a top 5 at the end of this one.
Show that no matter where you start this this package at this track, you can still make your way to the. Just a tough break for Wade Hustad that got caught that lap down, but it's interesting to see with I believe 20 laps to go or so when we go back to green, see what he can make his way up to the front.
As a quick reminder, the next race of the DRL Cup Series will be at Bristol on August 19th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be quite a showing on that fast half-mile track. It's going to be 250 laps, so be sure to tune in for that one.
If you guys like door banging, sparks flying, nighttime race.
As the field should be getting the one to go signal here. Anthony Burrows looks like he's going to be choosing the inside line. We saw on both restarts the outside line was struggling. We're going to see if that happens once again with Logan starting on the outside here this time.
Yeah, this should be pretty interesting. As you got two of the best in the DRL A series here. Don't count them lucky boys out. They got something to show here and prove for these guys. Kind of excited to see where they can end up in the next 20 laps.
I saw in that last restart that Caden Honeycutt was very aggressive. I think he's going to be doing the same here. Let's pay attention to him and see how quickly he gets to the front.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if this 3-4 wide will work going all the way.
As the field's going to be coming off for turn 4, pace car is going to duck. You see the field starting to stack back up together. And we are green at Michigan. Anthony Burrows and Logan neck and neck to the line. Outside line had a great start there. Chris Lucky all over the back one for the 88. Adam de Blasio the same as 62. We see Joseph Helt looking to the inside line now behind Caden Honeycutt.
He's pulling away. You got Blasio coming down on Logan McNally that almost ran into Caden Honeycutt. Is there a 3 wide going into turn number 3 as Anthony Burrows is holding on to the left.
Yeah, Caden Honeycutt using that inside line. He's going to try to take second away, but Adam Blasio should have a run on that outside. Chris Lucky pushing him all the way down the front stretch.
Oh, as Chris Lucky got to the wall there, pushing Adam as they're going to catch a break to the 62 as Logan's going to look to the inside going into turn number 1 as they are single file right behind them.
Yeah, we see Joseph Helt getting in the mix now, looking to take that 5th spot away from Chris Lucky. Wade Hustad right behind Richard Lucky. Back up front, Anthony.
He's got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Logan McNally and Anthony Burrows. Behind them, you got Caden Honeycutt and Blasio side-by-side coming down the complete lap, number 80.
Yes, indeed. These laps are winding down this restart off to a fast pace. Caden Honeycutt all the way up to 4th. Joseph Helt looking to the inside of Chris Lucky. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough. Oh, he gets through. Joseph Helt saves it, though. Great save there by Joseph Helt.
As them front 2 cars are side-by-side, Logan McNally doing battle with Adam Blasio, going to try to slide job coming out of turn 4. And he got it done. He tucks right in between Adam Burrows and Adam de Blasio.
These 4 nose to tail. De Blasio looks to the inside.
Side-by-side battle as these guys know that laps are winding down. There's not much time left as they're going to try to make everything possible work as Logan McNally is going to look to the inside of Anthony Burrows going into turn number 3 and Caden Honeycutt and
Logan able to clear Anthony. We'll see if Anthony has that run though. The high side seems to have a lot of momentum coming off these corners. De Blasio staying with the 62. Chris Lucky to the inside of Caden Honeycutt. Behind Chris Lucky is Richard Lucky and Wade Hustad. This is an 8-man race for the win right here.
This is getting intense as these guys are side by side, slicing and dicing, nose to tail, door to door, trying to see who could win this mid.
As these guys are forming on the high side, leaving Chris Lucky by himself on the low line. Looks like Chris Lucky's going to have to file in behind Wade Husted. De Blasio with the bold move to the inside, trying to get around the 88. Anthony Burrows going to go with the 25. Oh, they get loose though.
That 25 is just putting the pressure on Logan McNally and Anthony Burrows as they are driving their heart out to get to this end of this race. As Caden Honeycutt coming up. Wade Husted with a great rebound after restarting 10th. He was now finding himself back up to 6th, battling with the Lucky brothers, Richard Lucky and Chris Lucky, going in turn number. As Logan McNally looking to the outside, Edna Blasio, Anthony Burrows giving a little drafting help down the backstretch, going to turn number 3 to get that edge, just so he.
It's bad for him to be up with going to be helping her up the line.
It looked like Adam got loose underneath Logan McNally going into turn number 4. These cars are going to start getting looser and looser as this run goes on. And hopefully these guys can keep up with each other and just keep it straight.
You can see them bump drafting into one. We see a slow car on the apron merging back onto the track. That's Dustin Houston. He's going to be out of the way of these drivers though.
That battle heats up, it allows Wade Husted, Chris Lucky, and Richard Lucky to reel this lead pack in, as Caden Honeycutt and Wade Husted are going to move to the bottom of Anthony Burrows and try to make something happen going into turn number 1.
You see Chris Lucky giving Richard Lucky a big push, catching back up to the pack.
Oh, and what a power move by Logan McNally to go to the inside of Adam, but Adam's coming on the inside. Logan gets loose coming out of turn 2.
A lot of wiggling going on the exit of that corner. Anthony Burrows slides up into second, looking to the outside. Going to try to take the lead away from Adam. Wade Husted has his nose up into third place.
And this is great racing. Wade Husted coming back from the back, like I said earlier, trying to battle up for that second position to try to take the lead from the number 20.
10 laps to go.
Battling with this lead pack, this lead duo that's going to try to pull away from these guys. Not through the nose to tail, not side by side. They're not going to lose that much drafts.
Yeah, these guys single filing out. We see Richard Lucky, Chris Lucky trying to work together to get around the 88.
Yeah, you see how much momentum Logan lost just by that little wiggle coming out too. He lost 5 positions, and that is detrimental with 9 laps to go.
As I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, Adam de Blasio looking for his first win in Dynasty Racing League. Anthony Burrows looking for his 5th win of the season, and Wade Husted right behind him looking for his 7th on the season. Bill Edwards has come to pit road.
Yeah. It's like a little game of hare and the hound, like I used to say. Adam is the hare.
Yeah, it looks like things have settled down a little bit.
This hound's behind him trying to reel him in. There's one thing these guys should do is just line up. That's the only shot I think they have to get a run on Adam and get to the inside or outside to try to make the pass. But they got to be careful now, because with these tires being worn like that, it's going to be really hard for these guys to pass without slipping and sliding and, you know, possibly touching doors to doors.
Now, should a caution come out, we do have one attempt at a green white checkered if it is needed. As you see, Anthony Burrows backing up to the front bumper of the 32. He's going to try to get a push from that 32 to get around the 25. I'm not sure if it's going to quite work on the exit. It might have to be the backstretch.
Yeah, they're running out of laps to do that. They can't get that too far apart from each other because you see behind Wade Hustad, there's no help because Caden Honeycutt is backing up to Logan McNally. Laps are winding down in this 100-lap event.
Caden Honeycutt a little loose there in fourth. As you see, Adams snaking his way down the backstretch. Adams breaking the draft the best he can. As Wade Hustad giving a nice bump to the 62. Logan looking to take fourth place away from Caden Honeycutt. Oh, Caden Honeycutt in the wall. Big impact there by the 37, Caden Honeycutt. Everybody did a great job keeping it straight.
He's got Anthony Burrows. Anthony Burrows looking to the inside of Adam Blasio going in turn number 2. Wade Hustad's going to follow him coming off of turn number 2 down that back straight.
I don't think it's going to be enough unless Wade's right on his back bumper. It looks like he is.
He's there.
Able to keep Anthony next to the 25. That's exactly what Anthony wanted. It's going to be 4 to go this time at the line.
It'll be hard to hold that car on the low side straight when he's bobbing and weaving, but Adam's going to get that run up that high side and close right back up on Anthony Burrows, but Wade Hustad's going to stick with the 62 to give him some draft help. Going to turn number. Good 3-car battle up front for the lead as you got Anthony Burrows on the inside, Adam DeBlaggio on the outside. Wade Hustad trying to figure out which lane he wants to drive in.
While all this is going on, it's going to allow the 88 to catch up and make it a 4-man race. We're going to be 3 to go. Oh, little contact there.
Oh!
Oh, that's going to be a caution.
Gets in 25. Richard Lucky, nowhere to go. Sorry, Chris. That is a tough break for the 25 and Adam DeBlaggio.
Yeah, 25 tried to save, he just wasn't quite able to. Chris Lucky hitting the tail end of his car. Another 4 inches, Chris Lucky could have got by that. Yeah, we see just that contact there, the wiggle out of 25, and he was sliding sideways, and the 32 ended up finishing him off and spinning.
Just the slightest contact, all he needed was to go around, and that's a tough break for the 25 at Adam DeBlasio. He had such a great run this week. It looked like it was a racing deal. Both guys going for the same real estate, and that just not enough room when you're, playing with these cars at 195 miles an hour.
Yeah, we see all that damage to the 25. You see the leaders pitting. Everyone's coming to pit road. I don't think anyone's going to try it. It's going to be green, white, checkered.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay out there with how many laps are on these tires. It's going to be a green, white, checkered finish. And I have a feeling that this this intensity is not over yet. They're going to be 3-4 wide going into turn number 1.
I do see a little crinkle on the right front of the 62. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt him at all. Actually, the 62 didn't even stop. He might have missed
Took 2 tires. No, he did not stop.
Wow, I'm not sure if that was a mistake or the 62 was bluffing the field.
Yeah, I would say that's a bad bluff. Tires are probably everything.
We'll see if he
basically
stops
2
this
seconds
time.
a lap. Everybody else looks. Looked like there was a bad pit stop for Joseph Helt. He actually missed his pit box. Went too far forward. Had to back up. Well, you guys wanted interesting. This was going to be interesting. You got Anthony Burrows restarting on the front row in P1. Anthony Burrows is actually coming down pit road. As it sits right now, Wade Hustad will be your leader along with Caden Honeycutt, Logan McAnally, Richard Lucky, Chris James, Anthony Burrows in 6th.
Don't forget Spencer Tart up there in the 28.
Oh, I apologize. Yes, Spencer Tart. If I'm not mistaken, was he a lap down?
It's scoring him as the leader. His car looks pretty beat up. If he's down on power, he should be getting EOL.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was a lap down after that wreck, and I think he was just waiting to get waved around. I may be wrong.
We'll see what happens when the pace car lights go out.
Spencer Tart will be your leader. He will restart first with that damaged up car.
For his sake, I hope he's not down on any power. That nose looks pretty beat up.
Yeah, I think he just did that to get some laps led, and I think he'll duck out with his leaders racing off. But that's going to hurt that inside line, because if they misjudge that, and Spencer Tart goes to the low side, but Caden is aggressive because he has been on the restarts. He might follow him down there and probably hit him, or something might happen, which is not. Chris James in 6th, Taylor Butcher Benjamin in 7th. Nice recovery. John Theodore, after getting in the grass, is running 8th. Mike Lemon's running 9th. Josh Mayu, after coming back from a lap down, is running in 10th.
Alright, we'll see what happens here on the restart. Pace car's getting ready to duck off. It's going to be green, white, checkered. If a wreck should happen, this one will end under yellow.
As your leaders come down and take the green flag.
Spencer Tart with
green
the
flag
nice
is
jump
out
there.
As Caden Honeycutt is going to take 3 wide going into turn number 1. Wade Hustad on the outside, Spencer Tart stuck in the middle as Caden Honeycutt is going to clear Spencer Tart going into turn number 1 and try to move up and take that runaway from Wade Hustad. As here comes Wade Hustad on the inside of Caden Honeycutt.
Oh, big move there by Richard Lucky. Richard Lucky making a move, trying to take that lead away. Wade Hustad currently lead. Oh, he gets loose. That might end it. Wow, what a save by Logan. Huge save there by Logan. Gonna keep this thing green to the end.
As John Theodore is doing battle with Richard Lucky, Wade will 8-car length lead over 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these guys are going to have enough to catch up to Wade Hustad. They're going to need a solid push through 3 and 4.
As Anthony Burrows restarted back in 13th, he is up to battle Richard Lucky for the 2nd position.
Oh, this is going to be a photo finish.
Anthony Burrows is going to look to the inside of Wade Houston. Just come down to the line.
Whoa! I
Burrows
think
won that
Burrows had
race.
it.
Anthony Burrows restarted back in 13th on that. What a great race. Anthony Burrows, Wade Houston, Richard Lucky, John Theodore with a great recovery finished 4th, Caden Honeycutt in 5th, Taylor Butcher Benjamin in 6th, Chris James in 7th, Josh Mayu in 8th, Joseph Held in 9th, Jim Westerfield to round up the top.
We're going to watch this one more time, get a better angle of that finish line. You see going down the backstretch, Anthony Burrows is in 3rd, right behind Richard Lucky. He's going to look to his inside at entering turn 3. Then through 3 and 4, they got so much ground they're making up on the 32. Wade Houston's going to try to block him here, but it's not going to be enough. We see Logan go through the grass behind him, but it doesn't matter. Anthony Burrows is able to beat Wade Houston to the line.
When all that was unfolding, back here in the back of the pack.
Gonna see if we can grab in Anthony Burrows for an interview. Hey, Anthony Burrows, it's the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that was quite an exciting green-white checkered finish, and at the line, you're able to beat Wade Houston by .005. How did you do it?
Man, I guess I just had a good restart. I don't know if they'll give me a black flag for it. If they do, I mean, it makes sense, but we'll have to see. And pretty much everyone was on the verge of wrecking that, like, the whole last 2 laps. I just avoided all of it. I think something might happen to Wade down the back. He started slowing up. I gained a lot more than I expected to. And I had just enough to get him at the line. Yeah, that whole race was awesome.
Well, Anthony, that was a good race.
Starting all the way in 16th, you stayed up front the whole majority of this race. Do you think that was the key to keeping a clean car and giving you the opportunity to win?
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping a clean car here means a ton with the high speeds and the fact you're almost full throttle. You kind of need every bit of speed you can get. So, yeah, keeping the car clean is definitely a big key in getting the win.
Hey, Anthony, this is Gary at the broadcast booth. I got a question for you. That last pit stop when you guys were coming down pit road, did you mean to go all the way through your pit box, or did you?
I definitely didn't mean to do it. I forgot how far back I started. I almost did that on our green flag stops both times, too. Yeah, I thought I choked it at that point. But yeah, still was able to come away with the win, which is pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty stout to restart back in 13th on a green white checker to come back and actually win the race was pretty stout. You and Logan McAnally and Adam de Blasio were the class of the field today, and I have to give it to you. One hell of a race and nice way to drive up through the pack and win that race.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, they were really good tonight. It was definitely tough keeping up.
All right, Anthony. Well, before we let you go celebrate your win, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, definitely a huge shout out to Wade for working with me. Right before we got that last caution, he was kind of helping me to get by Adam. And yeah, sorry to Adam. I think that wreck was partially my fault. I think it came up and he kind of came down. But yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that after the race. Shout out to everyone that watched it, and shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast too.
All right, Anthony. Well, congrats on another win this year. This is going to help you out into the playoffs starting in a few weeks. We go to Bristol next. What are your expectations for Bristol?
I think that race could be pretty good. I was trying out the setup. It's pretty loose on exit.
Anthony, you there?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry about that. Looks like we had a disconnect. You were talking about Bristol?
Yeah, the setup there is pretty loose. Could see some slide jobs, kind of like we saw today. So I think Bristol will be a pretty fun race.
All right, Anthony. Well, congratulations on your win. That was a heck of a finish. I think that was the closest finish in Dynasty Racing League history. Gonna have to go rewatch that one for sure. And we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Congrats, Anthony. See you, buddy.
Thank you.
And that was our race winner, Anthony Burris. Let's see if we can pull in second place finisher Wade Hustad and see what he has to say. Hey, Wade Hustad, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, man, what a finish. Walk us through it.
Yeah, I pretty much was out of contention there, pretty much 20 or 30 laps in. Got some damage, really couldn't do much. I was kind of slow. Slid the tires a couple times to getting in to Logan there. But honest to God, it was a decent run tonight. We're happy with the results. I mean, the last 5 laps or so were kind of our bread and butter for tonight. And for Anthony to come from, 14th all the way up to the front, I wasn't going to cut him off and completely block him, but that finish was crazy cool. That was so awesome.
When second and third made contact and that opened the door and you got that bit of a gap, did you think you were just a sitting duck? The pack being able to use that draft and eventually work its way around you like it did off of 4?
Yeah, I thought it actually was going to come sooner. On the backstretch, they still had some ground behind me, but I was thinking, man, they're going to come flying through 3 and 4, especially if they got to suck up on me. To be honest with you, he was coming hot and heavy off of 4, and I knew there was nothing I could do. I just was going to go low, and I still gave him a lane down below me, which was probably a mistake, but it is what it is. It's cool to see Anthony win like that, especially missing his pit box on that last pit stop. But I really, if there wasn't that yellow to bunch us all back up, I probably would have had maybe a top 10 car. It really wasn't my night.
Well, I tell you what, this is Gary. You guys had one heck of a race out there. For you guys to put that show on, door to door, side by side, and you actually got caught a lap down, if I'm not mistaken, with that last caution. And I thought you were out of contention, but I kept saying, watch Wade come off from the back of the pack, and you got in the right position, right spot, but not enough tire or speed to get you to that finish line. But that was one heck of a race.
Hey, thanks, Gary. I thought it was done, especially going a lap down, like you're saying. Kind of almost forgot about that. But it'd be really fun to see you come back again and race with us. You're really, really fast, and it'd be good to have you in the group.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure after this race I'll be back out there. It kind of made me want to race again, but it's all right. I'll come back out and we'll have fun together. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate this league and watching you guys. And I definitely learned a lot.
Absolutely, it's good to hear that, and look forward to having you back next week too.
Appreciate you. You got any shout outs you want to get them in? Get them.
Yeah, I just want to say congrats to Anthony. That win was pretty crazy. It was awesome racing with the kid and trying to strategize there through the first half of the race. We seemed to be a little bit slower and off from the other guys. Spencer had a really good race going until he got caught up in that wreck. He didn't even hit the wall, didn't lose the tires at all. I thought he was probably going to finish in the top 5 tonight if it wasn't for that. So I want to thank S2R as well. Fatal Concepts for the paint schemes that they do throughout DRL and pretty much for anyone that's looking for them. Other than that, what you guys do is amazing, and I look forward to racing pretty much every Monday.
Yeah, we appreciate you, buddy, and the effort you guys put out and all you S2R guys and everybody in this league. And that was one heck of a showing, and I hope everybody that was watching got their money's worth.
We hope to bring it next week too.
Alrighty, Wade. Congrats on your second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And then last but not least, let's see if we can pull in our third place finisher, Richard Lucky. If I can find him, here he is. Richard Lucky, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, sir, finishing third. It looks like you might have had a great shot at winning. Got a little loose there. Got into, I believe it was the 88, if I'm not mistaken, but you're able to pull it back together and get a third place out of it. Walk us through that restart.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was on fresh tires, who wasn't. I think Logan was probably the best car all night. I mean, I wasn't close enough to see him, of course. I wasn't a third place car. I was probably an 8th to 10th place car. Yeah, I think we were 3 wide, getting down to 3. I haven't looked at it yet. I just got loose on the bottom and slid up into the 88. So I'm sorry to him. I ruined his race, but I'll take the third and roll on to next week.
Hey, this is Gary up in the broadcast booth, Richard. Like you said, you had an 8th to 10th place car, but it looked like you're just biding your time and, probably waiting for one of these things to happen. But that was a great run and a great recovery from running back there with your brother and Mr. Helt and all them. But, for coming out with a 3rd place finish after having an 8th place car, is a win for me,
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll take it. Really, I'd have been happy with just the top 10, but I'm just a little dejected right now just because of the contact with the 88. I don't race that way and try to just keep a good, rapport with all the drivers. So I hope he's not too pissed off at me.
Right. We totally understand that up here. And most of it is a racing incident. He probably didn't think you did it on purpose. But, just hang your head high, man. You had a good finish, and just take care of it next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give us, Richard, before we let you go?
Just to my brother and for helping me out every week and being my teammate, and then thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast and everyone at DRL who makes this possible. This is a really good league to run in with some really good people, and I'm just glad to be here every week.
Alrighty, Richard. Glad you were able to talk to us. Congrats on your 3rd place finish, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
And that was Richard Lucky finishing 3rd place tonight. Let's take a quick look at our unofficial results for Michigan. We have Anthony Burris leading 15 laps and winning with a photo finish. Wade Hustad leading 4 of the laps, finishing 5/1000ths of a second, .005. What a finish. Richard Lucky, we just spoke to, finishing 3rd. John Theodore, probably a 10th place car all night, coming home 4th. Great finish for him. Caden Honeycutt comes home 5th, leading 3 laps. Taylor Butcher Benjamin 6th. Chris James 7th. Josh Mayu, he was once a lap down, finishing 8th. Great run by him. Joseph Helton 9th, and Jim Westerfield finishing with the top 10. 11th belongs to John Mullins. Logan McNally leading 57 laps, finishing in 12th. Spencer Tart 13th, leading 3 laps. Mike Springer comes home 14th. Adam de Blasio leading 13 laps, will finish 15th. Mike Lemon 16th. Chris Lucky leading 8 laps, 17th. Bill Edwards 18th. Dustin Musial 19th. Thomas Harmon 20th. 21st is Richard Springer. Jeffrey Meyer 22nd. And Eric Wolf got caught up in that wreck early, finishing in 23rd. Taking a look at our point standings. This was prior to tonight. Wade Hustad has 6 wins on the season. Thomas Harmon has 3. Chris Lucky has 3. Logan has 3. Anthony Burrows now has 5. Those 5 wins are going to help him with bonus points for the playoffs in a couple weeks. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Joseph Helt, Richard Lucky, Jim Westerfield, Mike Springer, Spencer Tart, John Theodore, Dustin Musial, Eric Wolf, Chris James, and John Mullins are all drivers without a win. We'll see if any of them can pick up a win before the playoffs begin. Taking a look at the next race in the Cup Series will be next week for Bristol. 250 laps on the .533 mile racetrack. That is Monday, August 19th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The next broadcast on DRL TV will be tomorrow night for the Mid-Ohio Sports Car race. That is 38 laps on the 2.258 mile racetrack. Tune in at 9:30 p.m. Eastern to see the Grand National drivers in action. Real quick, I'd like to thank everybody that makes Dynasty Racing League possible. Thank you to the owner, James Pandoff with financial graphics. Thank you to Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez for all the graphics you see on our broadcast, on our Facebook page, on our website. They do a fantastic job. Thank you guys for all you do. Thank you to James Pandoff for marketing. Thank you to all the broadcasters, David Wellborn Jr., Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, James Pandoff, Ryan Branch, who did Cup Series earlier in the year. Thank you to everybody who's co-hosted with us, David Wright, Mike Springer, Spencer Tutt. Thank you, Gary Cronenweth, for joining us tonight. Thank you to race controllers, Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, James Pandoff, Robbie Armstrong, Dakota Wilkins, Ryan Hasgard, Jeremy Hebel, Richard Springer, Eric Weatherholtz, David Wright, who's done the Truck Series as of late. Thank you to all the administrators in the league, James Pandoff, Getty Buckner, Martin Wenzel, Ryan Branch, and David Wellborn Jr. Well, Gary, what a finish to this one. 100 laps at Michigan and not a single one disappointed. What are your thoughts overall on tonight?
Oh, I tell you, this race was amazing. That high line, the low line, wherever you were, as long as you had that car behind you and you had somebody in front of you, you're gonna get a ton of speed to pass the guy that you're battling with. And that finish, what an amazing finish. And what we didn't see behind us is Mike Lemon and a couple of guys got in a little incident, but it just goes to show that if you give an inch, you have to take an inch. And once you do that, that can be almost disastrous for some drivers, and that's what happened at the end of that race. But great run to Anthony Burrows. He deserved it. Wade Hustad tried to do everything in his power to keep him behind him, but that's probably one of the closest finishes I've seen and most interesting finishes I've seen. And it's just been a pleasure to be here and for you to have me and to watch the race from a different point of view really opened my eyes some things.
Absolutely, and we're looking forward to next week for the Bristol race. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Going to see some tempers flare in this August heat. Hopefully, we'll see you on the track. But other than that, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight's broadcast. This was the Dynasty Racing League iRacing Cup Series at Michigan. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Grand National Series race in Mid-Ohio. Have a great night, everyone.